Welcome back to another video with your one and only trader Sam. Now stick to the end because I'm going to show you the best place that I believe it will be to get into a long position. We are going to talk about this ascending triangle pattern that we are in, and we're going to have a look at the ES and DXY. So stick around to the very end. Before we start though, guys, please remember I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this video is for educational purposes, and you know what time it is. Yep. That time of the day has come. You're watching my video. It's time to smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button, guys, for the algorithm. Let's do this together. Let's build this up together. I really do appreciate your support. Trust me, I really do. All right, now let's crack on. So we are just shy of hitting this support trend line, this upward sloping trend line. We do have an NPOC level beneath us, which I am expecting to be hit in the coming hours or days. We also have the golden pocket smack bang, right? We have this NPOC smack bang in the middle of this golden pocket region. Couldn't get better confluence if we tried. We've also got 26,000 beneath us where we have that projected move from the breakdown of the neckline of this Adam and Eve pattern that we did speak about in the last video. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch the last video where I do speak about this Adam and Eve pattern. That's an important one to watch, guys, because these kinds of patterns, they do play out. And it is definitely handy to study about how these patterns behave. So what we're looking at now, guys, is a potential long position. For those of you that do watch all of my videos, you will know that we don't look for long positions up at the highs. Up at the highs, we do look for short positions, right? We only short from up high and we long from down low. Now we are getting close to this confluence that we do see down here. We're currently at the 0.5 Fibonacci level. We are getting a little bit of a bounce. Now, if you are looking at these levels, you're tracking the price action daily, you have your alerts set. These kinds of bounces, guys, see here how we had this local SF. We had an SFP off this low right over here from 26,646. And then we had this local SFP here. This is an acceptable long position. However, it's all about context. You have to understand that the bigger confluence is to the downside. Right, we did have strong confluence up here at 27K, which could have potentially turned into a bigger move. However, we did end up breaking through, and we spoke about the next major level of confluence being down here at the 26K level, 26 to 26.2. Now, going back to this setup over here where we did have this SFP of an SFP, these are acceptable long positions. However, you just need to be taking profits as you go along. Now, if you bring up your VWAP, the VWAP is always a great place to take profits. You can see we came up into the VWAP and we did find stiff resistance. We tried several times to get above it. And on the third time, we have now failed and it looks like we could be going down to lower prices. So if you did get in here on this SFP, if you know what you're doing, you can scalp these trades for sure. This is simply just a scalp day trade. You take in your profits, you book your profits early, and you can keep a partial amount of that position open just in case you do get that move further up. So what we can look for, guys, is an aggressive move down to this sloping trend line. It would be nice even if we broke beneath it, trapping a lot of aggressive short traders that like to short down the bottom. Right? That's why you don't short the lows, guys, because what happens frequently is these trap traders, they get stopped out, they get liquidated because they're aggressively shorting the lows and they're thinking that price is just going to have a breakout. A lot of retail traders, they are breakout traders. They want to trade the breakouts, but often that's where you do get the reversals. You get a fake out, then price comes back above this sloping trend line, and then you get that move to the upside. Of course, we could just break straight through this level. That's why it's always good to have an alert set. Don't set limit orders. Have that alert set there, assess the reaction. You want to see bullish candles, candles with long wicks, breaking down beneath the level and then closing back above. And if you don't get in initially, you can wait for a bit of a rise and then a fall back to the 618 level, the 786 level, where you do look for another bullish reaction where you can get into your long position with a market order. Guys, don't be surprised if price does come all the way down and take out all of these lows over here. That could definitely happen. So don't be scared if it happens. If we do see that massive bullish wick closing back above this 25,978 level, that will be a huge sign of strength, definitely, especially if there is high volume on the move. Now, if we do lose this level at 26K, we will be making bearish market structure, as this last higher low would have been broken, right? So if we do lose it successfully by like closing a couple of hours beneath this level, we can look for the back test of 26K to get into short positions, because the next major level of support that we have is about 3.5% away at these lows here at around 25K. This isn't a game of predictions, right? Predictions don't make us money. However, gun to my head, I do think that we will hold this 26K level. This 28K level has been acting as a good level of resistance. You can see we've had several failed attempts of trying to break above it. Loads of attempts here, guys. And I do think because of these aggressive higher lows, we are forming this ascending triangle. So I do see us having a grind up here, and then eventually in the coming days, weeks, breaking out of this neckline of 28K and going on to higher prices. If we do manage to get all the way up to 29K in the near future, I will be looking for short positions, guys. As I said before, when we get those massive moves up, where we have stiff resistance, especially hitting it for the first time, that's where you want to be getting into those kinds of short positions. Shorting at these lows just makes zero sense. We want to be getting into shorts where we have clear invalidation levels, where we can have our stop loss close by. If we were to just short now, where's our stop loss going to go? That's the main problem. And that's the same for longs, guys. When we're getting into these longs, we want to have our stop loss close by. We want to have an invalidation level so that we know if we are stopped out, that invalidates the trade, right? That we were wrong about that trade and we look for lower prices, no problem. Now, I know a lot of you will be looking for reputable exchanges to do your trading on, and you may be wondering where I do my trading and the other coaches within the Legends Discord community. Well, guys, we use Bybit and MEXC. We have some crazy deals at the moment where you can get up to $20,000 worth in bonus using MEXC. So if you check that link below, you can get that. Also, we have with Bybit up to $30,000 worth in bonuses as well. So the link is in the description for that too. And guys, if you like these updates, if it's helping you with your trading, or if you're a beginner and you want to take some courses on learning how to trade Bitcoin, you want to be part of a community where you can share your setups with other traders, well, look no further than our Legends Discord community, where we have everyday live updates in the time explaining by video exactly what we are looking for and our trade setups. So if that's something that you are interested in, guys, you can check the link in the description for that as well. Taking a look at the ES, guys, you can see we are struggling to gain acceptance above this point of control. We've had several attempts at trying to get above, and it looks like we could potentially lose this level. We may just go up to this golden pocket region here. However, I do expect us to get some sort of a correction within this zone that I've just highlighted. We have been pumping for quite some time on the ES, and when that move to the downside comes, where we could look to potentially gain support at this level here of 4,350, where we have the value area low. I mean, we could find support earlier than that, but it just means when we do get this drop here, it is likely that we will get some sort of a pullback for Bitcoin and the rest of the market. The DXY is holding this $105 level that was the last higher low of this bullish trend that we have seen to the upside, before getting stiff rejection at the $107 region. Now, price action is looking quite bearish up here. We've come back down to test this last higher low, and it looks like we could fall beneath. Now, it is possible that we do get a slight relief rally up before going down. However, I am expecting this $105 level to be broken in the coming hours, days, and that should spell some more upside for Bitcoin when that happens. So that's it for this quick Bitcoin update, guys. I hope you did find value from it. Trade well, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.